I'm Krystyne Cheever, and welcome to the All Friends Cabaret, a variety show that connects you with your community. And as always, we want you to be a part of it. Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you act? Do you have that special organization you're raising funds for? Well, at the end of every program, I invite you to get in touch with me to become a part of the All Friends Cabaret. Hi there, I'm Krystyne Cheever, and welcome to the All Friends Cabaret. In the Cabaret today, we're highlighting the Miss America organization, and we have two title winners from the state of Maine here to tell us all about their reigns and what they're doing to promote the Miss America program. But first, we're going to start with a song by the lovely Miss Maine, Julia Furtado.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Then why, then why can't I?
Come on over, Julia. That was
Hi.
beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. That was so lovely.
Thanks.
And you sang that
At Miss America.
At Miss America
in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's wonderful. And we're going to get into your competition story in a few
Yeah.
minutes. But tell me, how did you get involved with the Miss Maine organization?
Well, I heard about it through my voice teacher, and she said, Julia, you're a college student. You need scholarship money. You're poor like every other college student
Right.
out there. She said, you are a well-composed young woman. She said, you're a singer. She said, the Miss Maine organization has a talent portion of the competition. That's a huge piece of it.
So you haven't been one of those little girls that started at a competition at age 8 and dreamed of Miss America. This was something that was introduced to you much later.
I had never done a pageant before in my life.
Oh,
ever.
really?
This was my first ever pageant.
Okay,
Yes.
so how did you prepare for competition? Did you just follow the guidelines, of course?
Well, with the help of one of the former Miss Maine, Susie Stauble, she kind of explained what to expect, how to get ready,
Okay.
and she had never done a pageant before either. So
when she went on
exactly.
to win, right?
So I mean, I used what I had. I wore one of my mother's dresses for evening gown.
Okay.
I wore my sister's prom dress for talent. I wore a dress that I had for semi-formal. So I really just used everything that I had and just boned up on the skills that I already had
Right,
and
right.
went and had a great time.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
And what are you studying in school currently?
I'm studying applied exercise science.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll come out as a personal trainer, and then I'll go on to grad school for physical therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so how are you juggling the schedule of being a Miss Maine and schoolwork and life and
It's been crazy, but you become so organized preparing for Miss America because you have so many appearances. You're just balancing a lot of different things. So coming back, I have my calendar all set,
Okay.
and I've learned how to keep myself organized, which is
Organized.
a great skill to have.
And then tell me about some of the appearances you have made so far,
Yeah.
and besides Miss America,
Yeah.
are you doing anything from, you were saying nursing homes to
Yeah.
big crowded events? What do you do?
I've done a lot of appearances with Rotary clubs. My platform is youth leadership.
Okay.
And Rotary funds a program that's called Rotary Youth Leadership Awards.
Oh,
and that's an
nice.
outdoor camp experience for high school sophomores. And I go and help facilitate the camp. So that was really my big inspiration for my platform. So
Yeah,
I've gone
how did you know that leadership was within you?
I attended the program when I was a high school sophomore
okay.
and learned all of these skills about why leadership is important. And it really inspired me why it's important to take a stand, why you
Yes.
should want to be active in your community. So,
Right.
I mean, that was my light to really go out and spread the word to all these other kids. So I've gone and I've spoken to Rotary clubs about continuing the funding for these types of programs.
Oh, my.
And then our national platform is Children's Miracle Network. So
Okay.
the visits to the Barbara Bush Hospital and any Children's Miracle Network hospitals have really been special to me. Whether you're singing or reading books to kids, it's just really nice to share a special moment with those kids.
No, that's a nice, it's good to connect, and that's
Yeah.
what my show is all about too, with our audience as well, and kind of encouraging people to follow their dreams and
Yeah.
do what they want to do in
Yeah,
their life.
absolutely.
So now let's talk about Miss America. Julia is back, about a month ago?
About a
You were on the
month,
national
yeah.
stage of the Miss America pageant, so tell me what that was like. I'm sure in a few short
I
sentences.
know, it's so hard to just sum it all up, but
Yes.
they had us doing so many awesome appearances that we got to apply the things that we had been practicing, whether it was walking or singing or things like that. And then rehearsal was an everyday event, and then you were thrown right into the competition. It's there
Right.
before you know it.
So were you able to focus on, was it a whirlwind? Would you have some downtime to focus on, each phase of competition? Because the big one is the interview. So tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that.
It was an absolute whirlwind the first couple days you're there, because your feet hit the ground and you're just running.
And you're focused on that platform of the Children's Miracle Network. Are they doing some focus on that?
Yeah, we did an IHOP, who's one of the national sponsors.
Oh,
we did an
nice.
IHOP pancake breakfast, so we learned how to make the perfect pancake.
Oh, good.
When we were in Vegas.
See?
So
You
if
learn a
anyone
lot.
needs breakfast, yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
So we
Skill
did,
you brought home.
yeah, charity events like that too. We did some events for our sponsors like Express and Joseph Ribkoff. We did runway shows and things
Right,
like
you had a
that.
fashion show.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
you did have some time to kind of center yourself, make sure you're ready to go into that interview.
Right. And tell me, what was one of the most difficult questions in the interview? Because what I understand, you're with 5 judges, and they're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
throwing questions at you.
Yeah,
Is there
I
anything?
would say the question about, like, what does it mean to be a woman to you? And
Oh.
and it's like, oh my gosh. And I just answered that with, like, as a woman, I've been a role model for young girls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really given me the ability to step up and say, like, what do I want these young girls to be admiring about me? And it's the fact that I'm a leader. It's the fact that I'm independent. And
Right.
you can be beautiful, but you have to be beautiful from the inside out. So that was a special question, but it was a moment in my interview that I got to kind of take a step back and say, like, I've become a better woman from this experience.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah,
That's great. And I
it's
understand that Miss America gave each of you a gift.
She did.
Yes.
Miss America, Teresa Scanlon, so our former Miss America, she walked in the room and said to all of us, she said, you need to understand what a humongous part of my journey you've all been. And she said, to let you know how important you are to me, she took one of the crystals from her crown. She took
Wow.
53 of them and had a necklace made
that is
for all
really
of us.
special.
She's just such an incredible young girl, and for her to make a gesture like that and give us a piece of her crown was just, it was so special. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
a keepsake I'll have for
Oh
many
no,
years
that's
to come.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. And so, and I'm sure you formed friendships with the other contestants that
Oh,
were there.
absolutely. We're like, you're coming to my wedding and I'll be
Oh
at your
no,
wedding.
that's nice. That's
Yeah.
really nice. Well, I have to
Yeah.
say that I am connected to the Miss Maine pageant because I'm sure before even Alison, who we're going to meet in a few minutes, was born, and I think the year you were born, I competed, and I want to throw a picture up on the screen. There it is.
Oh my
there
gosh.
it is. I won the non-finalist talent award for singing, and that's Miss Maine Ann Rowe. And as I want to share with the audience,
Yeah.
5 of the other women that competed with me that year the succession of the years, they all went on to become Miss Maine. So I'd say,
awesome.
oh, I know her. She's on her way to Miss America. So it's a program to discuss this next piece. The program itself is, even though the outfits has changed and my hair is very different now, thank goodness. And I never wore a bikini in, you know, the Miss America or Miss Maine pageant at all. But now you guys are out there with, you know, different outfits. But it stayed true to its values. And so tell me why do you think that is?
Well, that was important for me, having never done a pageant, because I said, I'm not the stereotypical pageant queen who's going to stand up on a pedestal and be judged on face value. There's more to me as a person than that. And what Susie said to me is, she said, what's great about the Miss Maine organization is that they're about more than that. It's about talent. It's about life skills, interview. These are things you're going to have to do to get a job. She said, this is preparing you to go into the workforce, and you're getting scholarship money, and you're making connections and networking with business people. So they really do want to foster strong young women who are going to be ready to go out in the world and tackle whatever goals they have.
Right, and it is 90, is it 90 years old or 91? I mean, it's
91 now,
It's timeless. So Julia was also the recipient of an award at Miss America. So tell us about that.
Well, this is the Duke of Edinburgh Award that I was awarded down in Vegas. And this award recognizes people who are balanced in all aspects of their life. It was started by Prince Philip in England. And people who are physically active, you have a special talent, you give community service on a weekly basis, and then you lead other young people in an adventurous journey of some kind. So I had to keep a logbook for 6 months before I got to Miss America, showing that I was doing all of these things. And then when I was down in Vegas, we were all given these awards on the national stage.
Oh, that
and
must have felt great to do it.
Yeah.
But also you've built such a character within yourself, which is great, and a great role model and example for other people. So on my show, I encourage all the guests that are watching tonight to follow their dreams, or I encourage them to come on the show if they have something to share. How would you encourage someone who's thinking of starting to write a book or wants to take piano lessons or anything that they're looking to do? What would you tell them?
Well, it needs to start in you. And if you have a desire to do something, the first step is just to say, I'm going to throw myself out there and do it. If you had told me a year ago that I would be Miss Maine, I would have literally laughed at you, because I had never done a pageant. I've never done something like this. But having the courage to take that first step through the door is all you really need. And once you start doing that, and you can say to yourself, this is something I'm going to do, that's all you need.
And then I think things kind of show up for you, or it's made easier just by you taking that first step.
Yeah, the first step is key.
Yeah, totally. Well, you are a great role model for
you.
young people. Absolutely, and congratulations on your award. And you've got how many more months left in your reign?
I think 4 more months.
Okay, so you're looking at the next 4 months is probably a little bit more downtime, right, from competition days.
Exactly.
But also looking for the next Miss Maine, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, we're preparing the next few girls and getting